Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between the Shark Navigator on the left and the Eufy C10 robot vacuum cleaner. Now the Shark Navigator, this is kind of like a white color, and this is the 30-day version. So both of these robots use front-facing LiDAR. And the robots are going to randomly kind of run and then they spin once in a while so that they can shoot that front-facing LiDAR in a 360-degree pattern. And both of them are going to vacuum your house, and then they're going to come back to the docking station and they're going to auto empty their dust bin into the base station. Now the Yuthi C10 uses a dust bag. So about every 2 months, possibly 3 months, you're going to replace that dust bag, put a new one in. Over here on the Shark, you're simply going, it's bagless. You're going to take this container over to the trash can, press this button, and everything's going to come out. Now, since it's bagless, you do have a little bit more work. There's some filters that you have to clean that you don't have to clean over here on the Eufy. And we'll see that these do get really dirty. They are reusable, but you got to clean them and then wash them and let them dry. So a little bit more work for bagless. Now we can see the Yuthi C10 is 2.85 inches tall. Let's see exactly how tall the Shark is. So it's 3 3/4 inches tall. So it is quite a bit taller. And you can see that. So the Yuthi C10 is going to get under furniture more than the Shark. Now the Eufy also has this arm that it can extend into the corners for cleaning. That works really good. I'm going to show you in the video. Let's take a look at the bottom side. You can see the brush roller is a little bit bigger on the Shark. It's got a comb down here at the bottom that helps with long hairs. Over here on the Eufy, it also has a comb on it to help with long hairs. Kind of a metal comb right there, a little bit smaller, but this extends into the side. They both have fall-off sensors so they don't fall down your stairs. And they both have a side brush, but again, the Eufy can extend that into the corner. Super cool. Let's take a look at the dustbin. They're both going to have a filter. Here's the Shark dustbin. You're going to have to, there's where everything goes in, then it gets sucked out the back. There's a filter you got to clean, and then here's a filter also. Over here on the Eufy, everything goes into the dustbin right here, and there is a filter here that you are going to have to clean also once in a while. And it auto empties out the back. Now, since both of them have LiDAR navigation, they're both going to map your house. I do like the Eufy app. I think the user interface is a little bit better on the Eufy. A few more features, but both of them you can put no-go zones, and you can have it clean certain rooms on certain days or clean the entire house. Now in my video you're going to see I thought the Eufy does a little bit better job of cleaning. My Shark Navigator did struggle a little bit sometimes navigating into corners and cleaning. Okay, let's see how the Yuthi C10 can clean up this kitchen and this carpet. It has spinning LiDAR, so every once in a while it will stop and just spin around. But it is really thin to get under furniture. And we're going to watch it extend this side brush into a corner. And then when it's all done, it's going to come back to this base station and it's going to auto empty into the dust bag. So it's traveling to the kitchen, and every once in a while it will stop because it has front-facing LiDAR. It's going to stop and spin. There's one of the spinning. And it can transition from hardwood floors to carpet. You can extend that front brush. That is so cool. And then it's really slim to get underneath kitchen cabinets and furniture. It's doing a great job of vacuuming. Now, since it has LiDAR navigation, once it does the perimeter of the room, it is able to go in straight lines. It's doing an excellent job of vacuuming. And Miss Fiona has joined us. She's taking a good old nap. Now I love the Eufy app. You can see right where it's cleaning in real time. It tracks where it's been cleaning. You can see this. I've got it on 2 passes, so the first pass was this way. Now the second pass is going to be this way. So the Yuthi C10 is all done cleaning. It's going to come back. It's going to auto empty right there and charge up the robot. And again, all I got to do is replace that dust bag about every 2 months. So here it is locating the dock, and then it's going to back up to it.
Charging. Start emptying dust and cleaning the brush hair.
So it does have a comb. So it does have a comb that's on the brush roller, and it's turning the brush roller backwards to try and help get some of the long hairs off of it. So let's check the dustbin. There's the filter. You are going to have to clean this filter once in a while, but it did empty everything out of the dustbin. Now here's the robot vacuum cleaner. There's the brush roller. There's the side brush again. It can extend that side brush into the corner. And if you look real close, there is the comb. It's in the door. I'm going to show you. So when it spins backward, it extends that comb. But normally when it's vacuuming, that comb, I guess the comb is out all the time. Okay, so the comb is out all the time. Sorry about that. So it's constantly being run through the comb. Good.
Start room cleaning.
Okay, let's see how well it's going to pick up this carpet. All this big mess. Now I've got it on its maximum suction. Okay, so here it is vacuuming up this carpet. Again, it's going to do the perimeter of the room first, and then it'll go back and forth to make the straight lines. And that's when it has to spin once in a while to find out where it is. Yeah, it's doing a good job of vacuuming. Okay, let's just see how well it's been vacuuming up this carpet.
Dustbin removed.
Wow, Look at that. That's pretty incredible. Let's see how the brush roller's been doing good.
Start emptying dust and cleaning the brush hair.
So I really do like this Yuthi C10. I like that it's got a thin profile. I like that it has LiDAR navigation, but it spins the robot once in a while, and that's okay. But it does a really good job, and it can extend that side brush. Okay, let's see how the Shark Navigator is going to clean up this room. It can go under some furniture. Now once it does the perimeter of the room, it's going to go back and forth and make the straight lines. I do wish it would have got a little closer to the corner over there. It just didn't get all the way up next to the wall. But here you can see here in the middle where it's vacuuming, it's doing a pretty good job. Now, it's probably going to hit that toy, but for everyday obstacles, it will avoid them. So we'll give it one more try with the toy. This is more of a straight on approach, and it is hitting the toy. So, and if there are cables lying on the ground, it will run over the cables too. So it sort of sensed that shoe was there. It did move it and bump right into it a little bit. Yeah, for everyday cleaning, this is going to do okay. It doesn't get right next to the walls, and its obstacle avoidance isn't the best. Yeah, it did leave quite a bit in that corner. But it does do good coverage. So since it missed this little area, it's going to come back and get this little area now. And if you have carpet, it will leave nice straight lines in your carpet. And then when it's all done, it's going to go back to the docking station and auto empty the dustbin. Okay, it's all done. It's going to go back to the docking station and auto empty. Okay, it's going to approach the docking station and then turn around. Okay, it's going to be charged up, ready to go for the next time. This is a bagless design, so you're going to press this button about once every month. You got to take this to the trash can, press that button, and everything's going to come out. There is a filter. Since it is bagless, you are going to have to clean this filter. And as we can see, it does get a little dirty. But it is reusable, so you can take that to the sink, wash it, let it dry, and put it back. Let's take a look at the actual robot. We did get some long hair wrap around the brush, the side brush. The brush roller, this time it did okay. There's a few hairs. It does have that comb on it, we can see. It's been so refreshing to be home. Miss Fiona, it's been raining out. She has been missing me. I've been missing her. So Shark they have a 60-day one that's great. They're identical. Other than the dustbin's bigger, which is not that big a deal in my opinion. And it's the cheaper one right now. So it's retailing for $349, or no, $430 is retail, on sale for $349. Now the Yuthi C10, it retails $479. I wouldn't pay $479, but it's on sale for $269. This is the robot to get. They figured out the front-facing LiDAR. Shark has not. They should have stuck to their old-fashioned spinning LiDAR. This robot, in my opinion, it does struggle compared to how Eufy does it. I did buy both these robots with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video. I'll put links to the Yuthi C10 in my description. I'll put a link to this one also if you want something that's bagless. Now this one, I originally did put a sticker on it, but I'm going to end up taking that off. The Eufy could really get under some low stuff. You can see it's starting to get a little scraped up. It makes it home about 95% of the time. I do have to go find it sometimes. It's not perfect. So this is just a really quick video. I do like that Yuthi C10. It is, it's a great for that price point. When it starts getting up to $350, it's not a buy. So under $300, it's a buy. I really do appreciate everybody's support. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.